Arne, congratulations. Now it seems like you have one more victory than your father. How does it feel?
It's been pretty good. Like definitely, like it was such a hard race. Like the last 4 days, like Rem was riding so good. So big congrats to him as well. And yeah, definitely blessed to have another Red Bull Romaniacs win. You know, already with 22, it's been pretty good, I would say.
Okay. What would you say were the most technical sections today? Which one was the hardest?
Definitely the last one, what we have done also last year. I don't know.
Ventilator?
Ventilator, yeah. It was still pretty good grip, but when I arrived there, I was like, oh, not again. But the rain like came a little bit later, so it was definitely still hard.
Yeah. Do you prefer October conditions or July?
I think the conditions were even like probably better than last year, so the grip was pretty good, and I definitely enjoyed Red Bull Romaniacs in October.
Any advice for all the people that couldn't come to Romaniacs this year, or that were just too worried to come to Romaniacs? What would you say for the next year?
You guys definitely missed it because it's been such a cool year, so come in next year.
Graham, you came here to go for the 7th win. It almost worked out.
Yeah, it didn't quite happen, but got to be happy with the way I'm riding. 45 years old, fighting for the win. Manny did a great job. He didn't make any mistakes, or he very rarely makes a mistake. That's the problem. Seeing him ride, he's just upped his game a little bit, and I'm just happy to be hanging in and fighting for the win.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the whole world was here at the King, and as you said, 45 is not a youngster anymore. So you're doing really great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. About the racetrack, how did you think compared with the last years and the difficulty in general?
I think you got it perfect this year. 4 or 5 hours a day, that's plenty, that's enough for me. And the severity, it was no hell, it's worked perfectly, and you got a good result. Like it's enough to separate the riders.
What day would you say was the hardest, in what section?
Yeah, yesterday was really tough, but for me it was today because I was just a little bit more tired, and with the weather and all the rest of it. But yesterday was the toughest day, but fair bit of pushing. It was just right though. We managed to do it without help.
Do you already have any plans for your future, for your motorcycle riding future?
Well, I'd love to come back next year. If I can come back next year and fight for the podium, I'd be happy.
Perfect, that's great to hear, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Keep going, got to keep going. Flying the flag for the old guys.
Yeah.
Got to keep going. Don't matter how old you are.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks.
Thanks, sure. Who made it? Who was faster? You were third.
11 seconds.
Yeah.
I found a girl in the last step and we helped her to pick out the bike. Glad he found another one.
So again, very tight for you.
Yeah.
But in this case you won because the last time you lost for first, but here you won for third. So.
Yes.
How is your sister doing?
I don't know. I hope she made it. I don't know.
Do you think she can make it?
I think so.
How hard is it today?
Before the service was not too much, but after that we got some rain, and in the, I don't know the name, the long uphill that we struggled a lot last year.
The ventilator, yes.
Yeah. There, I think she will struggle, but
the rest she can do, yeah.
I think so.
Let's hope so, yeah. Would be the first woman.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah. Any message from your side for all the racers that did not come this year?
Yeah, we enjoy a lot this autumn time in Romania. The mountain is very nice, and you made a really good job with the tracks. The only thing for me is when we arrive in Sibiu is too fast, but it's the only way to come here. So I really enjoy the race, the tracks, and congrats to you and to all your team to make this happen again, and with this chaotic year.
So you think with all the safety measurements we took, it's safe enough?
Yeah, sure. I didn't hear any infected by the virus during the race. So,
I hope the mask will not grow on our face.
sure. Hope you all stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I guess you're not satisfied with the result, but at least how was the riding?
Yeah, the riding was good. The result could have been better. I got stuck behind a slow rider in this stairs, but I guess it's racing. But yeah, the weekend was great. Everything was perfect. The length of the days, the tracks, the marking. So yeah, it was a real fun weekend.
Okay.
A tough one too.
Can you see the pedals? Okay, I thought you should have had a free line.
Yeah, it would have been nice,
But I
but
guess also Alfredo has come right in front of him. Oh, yeah.
yeah, Alfredo rode well. Yeah, everyone, and Manny also.
What was the most difficult section today?
I think the most scariest was with those rocks.
Oh, in the end of the day?
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Oh, okay, yeah, the wolf nest, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the most difficult for me.
Okay. And in the entire competition, what would you think was the most difficult?
Yeah, there's so many. I think day 3 was tough yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a real tough day. Just the whole day was hard.
Because of the length?
What the fuck? No camera! Wait for the camera! Do it again!
Because of the...
Thanks, I'll take that.
Yeah, because of the length of the day or because of the difficulty of the climb?
I felt like I pushed my bike a lot. I just couldn't get a momentum or rhythm going. But there was also just so many gold sections after gold sections. So that just made it tough.
All right. Any messaging for all your South African friends that are usually coming? You know, usually we have a 30 South Africans racing at Romaniacs. This year you're pretty much the only one. You think it's okay, it's safe to come to Romaniacs?
Yeah, it was safe. It's more the problem of coming out of South Africa is where people are battling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty safe here. You guys took a lot of precautions and that, and I know they're all probably watching back home and cheering me on. So yeah, it's real cool to have such support from South Africa as well.
All right. Yeah, looking forward to see you again next year.
Yeah,
hopefully in
for sure.
summertime that time and high up on the podium, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah.
How did it go? What do you say?
Pretty good today. I'm really happy with how it went, to be honest. That last I've won a day, so we're one step closer to getting somewhere. I think I made some big improvements this week with this race. I'm pretty happy with the progress. Yesterday I had some problems, too many mistakes and lost too much time for a good result overall, but really happy with the progress and took a lot of confidence from this week.
Do you think your crash that you had on day 2 kicked you that far back, or was it just
No, I think, to be honest, it was a lot more painful than I was expecting, particularly like on the faster sections. The difficult sections, it was fine, to be honest. Just the fast, quite bumpy sections, it was difficult to hold on and to be strong on the bike. But yeah, I had just too many mistakes yesterday, and I ran out of fuel, and just lost too much time on the difficult sections yesterday in the morning, particularly. But other than that, I'm really happy. Some good times. Some definitely came a lot closer to the front guys, and to win today was a nice way to end the week.
Do those conditions feel more familiar with you because it's like English temperature, a bit cold and wet, or do you prefer the summertime?
It's difficult. Today I enjoyed it, to be honest, in the mud and on the fast sections, but I think when the gold hills and the rain in the mud are more, I prefer it in the dry when there's a little bit more grip. I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit bigger and heavier or what, but I seem to struggle a little bit more when the hills are slippy. When there's grip and you can make it a little bit more in a straight line, I think I can challenge a little bit harder. But the weather is the weather; you can't change it.
Usually the racers from Great Britain is our biggest group of participants. This year by far not. Why do you think?
Yeah, it's a shame, to be honest. I think not a lot of people knew what to expect, and they were kind of thinking kind of thinking it's not quite going to be the same, or it's not going to be as big an event, I think. But it's a shame, because for me it's just been like normal, and for sure the weather's been a little bit worse, but I think the track has been changed and made it a little bit easier to suit, and I think the level was really good this year, I think. So it's a shame that they chose not to come, and so many of them decided to wait until next year, but I think they will have seen how well the event still ran, and I think they'll be even more hungry to come back next year.
Yeah, looking forward to have the British guys again back here next year. Have the strongest nation on the start with, like it was 70 participants from Great Britain. That was before COVID started. All right,
That's a shame.
let's go and see if we can do prize giving already.
Okay.
Let's see if the GPS is checked.